Hey everybody, it's Jason with Parallel Reality with an update for you today. So I just very recently recorded a video on the Daniel Perry situation out in Texas, where the guy was essentially accosted by a protester, a BLM protester, had a gun pointed at him, and then he shot the guy in self-defense and was convicted of, well, frankly, not being able to defend himself. So, or I should say, convicted of murder, but, they're criminalizing the right to self-defense. So, this is an update to that particular video that was just released at the time you're listening to this, probably just a couple of hours ago. So it's from Red State. It says, Greg Abbott, who is the governor of Texas, takes first step in pardoning man convicted of murder for shooting BLM protester in self-defense. So let's read this. I have not read this article yet, so let's see what it says. Went a little too far. On Friday, one of the biggest miscarriages of justice in recent memory occurred after Daniel Perry, a veteran of the war in Afghanistan, was convicted of murder. He was charged by George Soros-backed prosecutor in Austin, Texas, after he shot a Black Lives Matter protester in self-defense. In July 2020, amidst a rash of nationwide riots, Perry was working as an Uber driver when he turned down a street filled with BLM protesters. The mob surrounded his car, kicking and punching it. One activist, a man named Garrett Foster, then pointed an AK-47 at Perry. At that point, Perry shot 5 shots, killing Foster. Okay. Says Perry immediately turned himself in. Yep, that was explained in my previous video. Cooperated with authorities and explained that he had acted in self-defense, fearing that he was about to be shot. The police investigation agreed with him, but Jose Garza, the DA in question, chose to prosecute the case anyway. This is the Soros-backed prosecutor, all the people who are making everyone's lives miserable these days. It was clear from the beginning that Garza wanted to claim a scalp to please the far left, and so much misconduct occurred that the lead detective on the case accused him of concealing exculpatory evidence. Yeah, that's not good. So a lot of these Soros guys seem to be hiding stuff from trial. I don't know what that is, but that ain't cool. If that's the case, this guy needs to be removed from office and disbarred. Like, never practice law again. You're corrupt. Okay, so here's a tweet from Marina Medvin. She, I believe, is actually an attorney for some of the J6 folks. So she wrote Daniel Perry case, read the affidavit from the lead detective claiming that the Soros DA directed him to remove exculpatory information that I had intended to present to the grand jury during my testimony. This detective believes the Soros DA acted criminally, and I'm not going to blow up what it says in the trial there, but I believe her. She's a lawyer. She probably knows what she's talking about. Upon Perry's conviction by a jury pulled from one of the most liberal areas of the country, calls to pardon him began immediately. Unfortunately, it's not quite that simple. Of course it's not. In Texas, the governor does not have broad pardon power and must instead receive a recommendation for a pardon from the Board of Pardons and Paroles. Okay, that was something I did not know in the prior video. I think I alluded and said if the governor has the ability to pardon him, it should be done, but clearly he does not, so he has to get a recommendation, again, from the Board of Pardons and Paroles. So still, Governor Greg Abbott has gotten the message loud and clear, and he's already taken the first step in securing Perry's release. Specifically, he's told the board to review the case and has ordered that they expedite their request. So he wrote on Twitter, I am working as swiftly as Texas law allows regarding the pardon of Sergeant Perry. And here's his statement, and basically saying, just get it in front of my desk. Hopefully, given that the governor appoints the members of the Board of Pardons and Paroles, the body will take an honest look at the case and see that Perry obviously acted in self-defense, being in legitimate fear for his life as a mob descended on him and a man pointed a rifle at him, which is correct. What Garza has done here is a travesty and it can't be allowed to stand. If the board doesn't offer the recommendation, though, then things get more complicated. At that point, the Texas legislature would need to propose an amendment to the state's constitution. Yeah, that's definitely more complicated. After that, a simple majority of voters would need to approve it via a special election. Abbott could then pardon Perry without further interference. Yes, that would be a lot of work to free one man, but it has to happen. I wholeheartedly agree. As I said, this perversion of justice must not be allowed to stand. If it does, it would mark open season on those legitimately exercising self-defense. In the meantime, it may also be possible for Abbott to offer relief in the interim. The head of the Board of Criminal Justice, which oversees the state prison system, was appointed by the governor. Well, that's a positive. Perhaps there's a way to move Perry to a halfway house so he's not stuck in a prison cell. Let's hope it doesn't come to that, though, and that the board can save Perry's life, does the right thing, and does it quickly. Yes, I wholeheartedly agree with that, and that should be done immediately. The governor needs to just stay on top of this, get the attorney general involved if he has anything to do with it. The Board of, Pardons and Paroles, wherever it was, here it is, Board of Pardons and Paroles, needs to work very, very fast because this man should absolutely not be in prison. Again, his right to self-defense He exercises his right to self-defense, and he just shouldn't be in prison for that. Even if the rules were totally reversed, and if it was a bunch of right-wing people descending on, a leftist car and pointing a gun at him, I'd be saying the exact same thing. He exercises your right to self-defense. That's well within the boundaries of the law. So I know it's just an update to the prior video, so let me know what you think in the comments below. Like, share, subscribe. Talk to you soon. Bye.